Welcome to Caravan Salon 2022.
If you don't know what Caravan Salon is, it is the largest trade, motorhome and caravan show in the world.
It's huge. Think of the NEC, but a heck of a lot bigger than that. It really is. This is going to take us at least 2 days to go around the whole show. We were last here 5 years ago.
Yes.
And we were blown away. So we've allowed 2 days here. What are we here to achieve? Listen, guys, what we thought we'd do while we're here is try and find the best family motorhome at the show, except ours, because of course ours is the best family motorhome.
Of course.
So what's the second best family motorhome of the show? Also, we thought we'd use our press passes to get inside some of the big stuff that they don't let the public in.
Yeah.
So join us, let's go and take a look at the show. Lindsay's all colourful as usual.
Of course. Don't want to be getting lost, do we?
And Georgie's excited because he's going to collect as many bits and pieces that he can, right?
So far, 2 pence.
Okay. You're in.
I'm in. Hall 1 is dedicated to Naus. We have got an innovation hub, camper vans, motorhomes, caravans, and a whole section on e-power. The first queue we've come to is for the Naus Q Vision. It's brand new for this year. It has a pop-up roof, electric pop-up roof. It sleeps 4 people and is around about the €80,000 mark. The Naus Innovation Stand tells the history from caravans all the way through to modern-day motorhomes. This is so cool. Magnets in the bottom of the glasses. How clever is this? Storing your glasses upside down. Brilliant. This is really exciting. This is an e-power hybrid motorhome. The battery, for those that are interested, is about 35 kilowatt hours, which will take you about 90 kilometres on the flat. So not very far, but it is a hybrid. So there is a range extender and you can use your diesel as well. This will become available in 2025. So a little while to wait for this one. There is a huge issue with Fiat at the moment, not being able to supply base vehicles. And Knaus, they use Fiat for their 5-seaters and 5+ berth vans. So there are none at the show for us to show you. We spent a couple of minutes on the e-power stand in the Naus Hall, and their e-power is really interesting. They're looking to do away with gas completely, which gives you more space. It gives you lighter vehicles, and it should be more efficient and a lot safer too. That was Hall 1. Next up, Hall 2.
You know there's no Hall 2?
No Hall 2. Hall 3, travel, nature, equipment and outdoors. I love how this industry is evolving. Top Plats are an app and a book. I've got a copy of the book. And they rate local Stellplats across Germany, Denmark and the Netherlands to give you the best that they recommend. Hall 4 looks like it's mainly Weinsberg in here and an extension of the Naus stands too. This is the first 6-berth, 6 travelling seats motorhome we've actually found. You have 2 sleeping above the cab. This is a small double, I would say, but it is definitely a double, and 2 on a fixed rib, and it's about €78,000.
Right.
The feature I loved about our caravan when we had it, the absolute most, was the rear bathroom. It went across the whole of the van and it was amazing. This is even bigger.
But it's €80,000 and it's a caravan.
I can't believe that. That's crackers. So you'd need your towing vehicle as well. Wow. Love it. I got really excited when I saw the Carabus. It sleeps 5. Unfortunately, there were only 4 travelling seats, but the pop-up top is really innovative for this year. We've seen a few of them. About €55,000 for the base model, including the pop top. We've seen a lot of deals on air conditioning, but you wouldn't have that on this because the roof is taken up with the pop top. I love the caravan layouts. I wish I could get the caravan and put it on a truck. I think that would be the perfect.
Some people have done that. I've seen it around Scarborough area.
Absolutely. But when we had our caravan, the kids all had a bunk bed each, and it was really cool. We haven't got that space for them now, unfortunately.
Also, I'd like to point out how spaced out the whole show is. At the NEC, it's much, much more on top of each other, isn't it? Right? And it just doesn't feel packed here, it really doesn't.
Back in my life before Steve and the boys, I used to organise conferences and events. My first really big one was here at the Messe Centre in Düsseldorf. Hall 5, which is where they've got the luxury vans now, is where we had the most amazing, beautiful, glamorous party event. Now the menus that night was slightly higher class than the buns, burgers and good I've got on here. I love the fact that these overlanders have sides that lift out and just lions and tigers sat there waiting to talk to you. Feels a bit more majestic than just opening a window a crack. There's some really ingenious features. I love the pop-out shower. Although Concord, Morello and Phoenix are all locally quite near to each other, Vario are further away, and we're going to have a look at the difference.
Right, that's Hall 5 done. Right, that isn't it for Hall 5, guys. Hall 5 has got all the exciting £1 million motorhomes in, and with our press passes we got exclusive access inside. So we recorded that much. I've made a dedicated video. You can click the link in the description, or we'll put a link at the end of this video to go and check out that. Next, Hall 6.
Hall 6, Bürstner, Niesmann Bischoff, Leica, LMC and Heimer. We've finally found a stand that have some options. Bürstner have at least 4 different vehicles that have 5 travelling seats and at least 5 beds as well. They don't compare to the £1 million ones we've seen. This is beautiful though in its own right.
So you've got the fixed bed over the garage at the back.
You can make this dinette area into a bed and the bed comes down. It's really nice. It's less than 8 metres long, so it feels quite small. If you compare it to ours, it feels quite small. But I think it's pretty much got everything you'd need for a family of at least 5 to travel with. This is the limited T726G. It costs €85,000. This is the first time I've seen anything like this. It's over the front and lifts up to create more space over the overcab bed. At the moment it's only available in the 2 and 4 both for next year onwards. So you're not going to get one in 2022. Unfortunately, at the moment, Niesmann Bischoff do not do a 5-sleeper, Flive, seat-belted van. They can add an extra belt, so you can get 5 belts, but it still only sleeps 4 at the moment. We've failed at Leica too. Only 4 people for sleeping and seat belts. LMC isn't a brand I've heard of particularly. I do know that they have got 2 dealers in the UK. At the show, they've got 1 van that has more than 5 seats and 5 berths. That is the H730G.
Okay, fixed bed at the rear.
The dinette area will make into a double, and this is a drop-down bed from the ceiling. How funky is this? I think we saw a version of the concept car that they originally launched in 2019, but now it's open for orders, and there is so much about this vehicle that I love. I can imagine being an old lady on my own in this van. I love it. This decking area is bloody fantastic, but it's not my favourite feature.
It's this unique stairs look here that takes you up to the top deck. And of course you've got storage in here and in here.
It's really cool, I really like it. Ooh, bathroom. This is really clever, the shower expands to create a bigger space. This is really exciting because the Grand Alpa has been our favourite van for a long time, so I'm going to go in and see if they've done any updates.
We just love the size of this rear lounge and this kitchen. Look, you could swing a cat in here.
It's the space here.
Right.
They've kept this low, so it's really good.
And this is on an A-class, and the bed drops down just above the seats. Plenty of room up here. You've got a TV here, and you've got a TV here. And of course, the door shuts off like that. And here's the bathroom. And opposite the bathroom, you've got the shower. You still like it?
I love it. The reason, that and the fact that it's almost £200,000, the reason we haven't gone for this is that it does only seat 4 people, and there are only 4 travelling seats, and 2 of those are facing backwards behind me.
But when we started looking at this, it was just over 100,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 194,000 euros on the road. 194,000 euros on the road. It's I think I'm finding that really quite shocking this year, just how much brand new vans have gone up. Couple that with the fact that you actually can't get hold of brand new vans for a long time yet. It's going to be at least a year for most of these, 2 for some of the really big ones. No wonder the market is of second-hand vans is as it is.
They've certainly outpriced them from us.
Yeah.
It's off my list now at 200 grand.
Yeah.
We've looked at the Globetrotter XXL before, haven't we?
Yes, because it will sleep 6 and it does have 6 travelling seats. And it's a beautiful van, but I'm not sure it's £250,000 worth of van.
Right, this one's 242,000 euros.
We'll have a look, see what the refreshed ones are. What I'm not so sure about anymore for us is the overcab bed. I feel like it comes down quite steeply on top of the person who's sleeping furthest that way.
Which is you.
Always going to be me.
Because I have to get up and go to the loo at night.
Because you do. So I don't know.
We love the lounge though, but this lounge is at the front, isn't it? And I think you get an infill here, so it's a wraparound lounge.
And these seats are really quite comfortable as travelling seats. They've got nice padding where you want it.
Nice kitchen. And in the back, love that bed, look, fixed bed. Which means you've got a nice big garage below. And you've got a separate shower and bathroom toilet there. I like this layout.
I think this is the best layout Death Lifts do for a family our size and bigger.
Yeah.
And it is really very nice. And actually I'm warming to it again.
But 243,000 euros.
Yeah. Yeah, I reserve the right to keep changing my mind. I'm so lost.
That was 7A, next is 7.
Oh.
We've been at the show all day walking around and we are knackered. What's the time now?
It is 20 to 5 and we've not even done half of the halls.
Right, going up?
Up, up, up.
So we've done 1 to 7
Yeah.
and we've still got 9 to 17 to do, and that's even bigger.
Yeah, but 13 and 14 is something else. I hope.
Come on.
Okay.
Never heard of them.
Well, isn't he the fella on YouTube with all the funny faces? Does that a lot.
This is a brand that is not in the UK. So I guess
Well-
we can skip this.
Well, we've said it's not in the UK. We've not double checked. We've said that about 2 others so far and been wrong.
And Fend. That's
Fend.
not. That's...
No, I've seen Fend before, but I don't know where I've seen it. Whether it's in the UK or Europe.
So this is Hall,
10.
and it's got Adria,
Euromobile.
Mobile Veta over there.
These vehicles look like they could be family size.
But I am shattered. Shall we just come back tomorrow and finish this off? So this is exciting. Earlier on, the kids spotted somebody vlogging, and it turns out it's American vloggers, Matt's RV Reviews. And then so I went over and had a chat with him, and they want to do a tour of our van. So they're heading up this way to meet us right now, aren't they?
Yes, it's quite exciting. Apart from the boys have been on their own in the van for a few hours, so I'm not sure what state it's going to be.
Probably
in.
going to be trash.
So we'll give him a beer, you keep him talking and I'll run through the van.
Quick tidy up, but Matt's RV Reviews, guys, check the channel out, there's a link below.
You messaged me, I was in 12.
And here they are. You
Yes.
must be shattered, we're tired.
Yes, good. Me too.
This is Matt. And he's got a great channel. He's just done a quick tour of our van that's going out on yours, right?
Yes, so it'll be going out sometime in September or October. My channel is called Matt's RV Reviews, and we are the #1 RV review channel in America.
Wow.
Brilliant.
And let me tell you, I'm so thankful and grateful that I got to meet you guys.
No, not at all.
It's been really lovely meeting you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this. Is this a video based off the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's been your favorite part of the show so far?
Apart from meeting you.
Yes.
Apart from meeting you, the luxury vehicles.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Being able to get in them luxury vehicles and have a look around has been awesome.
I've spent most of the day in building A5, and I
Yeah.
almost never left. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. That is the whole 5 is the one to be at.
Whole
isn't it?
5, yes.
Yeah.
The one with the Ferrari in.
Yes, the Volkner.
The Volkner.
Now, hopefully that video has come out before this one has, and I didn't spoil the surprise for everybody.
If not, there's a brilliant one with a Ferrari coming out.
Yes.
But Matt has got so much energy, guys. So head
Thank
over
you.
to his channel. There is a link in the description below.
Yes.
And go and subscribe to him. Send him some love.
Yes, definitely. Especially if you guys like motorhomes from America. And the one thing we do different, it's my wife and I. She couldn't hang with the big dogs. She had to go back to the hotel. But what we do is we give you 3 things we like and 3 things we don't like about every RV that we review, especially even this RV. So
Right.
make sure you guys check out that video collaboration that we did touring this one, and you guys are going to get some insider stuff that they couldn't say on their channel.
So we'll link that below, guys. Head over and send him some
Yes.
love.
Thank you.
We're both shattered after going around the show today. But Lindsay's cooking, and I figure I need to show you guys around this place because this is the largest pop-up campsite in Europe with 3,500 motorhomes. So it's a bit busy right now, but let's see if I can show you around. So we're in P1, which is the prime parking area. We're right at the front here on one of the rows. So we got this pitch because we got our press passes and they've given us this for free. And we've got electric as well, so we're very, very lucky. There's all kinds in this car park. There's some great stuff. Look at this, it's got a fifth wheel here with the GMC truck pulling it. A Dream Seeker, never heard of them. But there's lots and lots of big stuff here. Like this Morello with the slide outs. This seems to be a line full of Morellos. Look at these. Old schoolie up here. Look at that. And through here is the showers and toilet area. Toilets and showers. They are very good toilets and showers. These are fixed units that's always here. But they're probably a bit too busy for me to take you in there right now. And this is the service area, which was quite busy earlier. And over here's the entertainment area. There's food, drink, and live music going on over here. A lot of people having some fun, but I wouldn't want to be these vans parked right across the road. So there you go, quick look around. This is one of the biggest pop-up campsites in Europe at this time. I guess Glastonbury will be classed as something similar like that, but it's a special place to be. We love it here. And we've got 2 days here at the show, and that's not enough. You really need to do with 3 or 4. How's dinner coming on, love?
Nearly done, actually. I was just about to message you.
Okay, fantastic. What have we got tonight?
Some sort of hybrid, sweet chili, soy sauce, chicken, veggies, noodles thing. Just throwing it together.
Yeah, pulled it out of the bag again.
Of course.
Thank you, my love.
That's just what I'm up to.
That's so good.
Good.
Well done.
You know, the tricky thing is, it doesn't feel like the oven gets, the gas gets hot enough for the pans. It might be the pans are too big for the space, but.
Well done. After a long day at the show, it's just what I need. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but Lindsay's legs bends backwards.
Yes, I have hyperextension in my joints. It gives me all sorts of problems as well. There's bendy leg syndrome.
Good morning.
Day 2.
Let's get to the show for day 2. Probably walk our feet off again.
I do get excited when we come to these events.
Right, we started at 1 yesterday.
Yes.
Shall we go backwards today?
I think so.
Hall
And then
17?
hopefully we'll meet in the middle and then we've done it. I'm still on a mission to find a rival to our motorhome. So we need at least 5 belts and 5 beds. Hall 17, Pilote, Francia, Joa, Hoa,
Cam?
Le Voyager, and Yukon by Francia. Okay, that's a bit disappointing. Pilote, nothing over 4 belts at all.
And there's quite a few motorhomes we've gone through, right?
Yeah, that's in this hall. There might be more Pilotes further around. Success! Francia have the Titan here, which has 5 seat belts, sleeps up to 6 people, but it's €170,000.
Ouch. I still prefer our layout.
I do as well. And through into Hall 16, where we continue with the French brands. In here we've got Rapido and Itineo. Itineo is a sub-brand of Rapido, and we absolutely loved our Itineo when we had one. This is the Itineo SB740, and this is the vehicle that we owned. It's just a refreshed set of colours. I'm going to show you inside and why we loved it so much. Steve and I used to have the drop-down bed, and it drops nice and low, and I never once remember feeling claustrophobic or worried up there. The living space was a great space as well. 3 kids travelling spaces back here, but it was the kids' bedroom that I loved the most in this van. It was the rear area in the motorhome that made this the family motorhome of the year. Eddie and Harry used to sleep in the bunk beds, and we used to make this bed up into a bed for George. The SB740 starts at €77,000, but it feels great quality. It has gone up in price, as everything has since we had ours. We're definitely having much more luck today finding the 5 beds and 5 belts. Or is it just the French manufacturers? They seem to have more available. Okay, this is the Rapido Distinction I190. It definitely has at least 5 travelling seats. Again, we like 2 living areas or 2 lounge rooms, and then that gives us more space during the day. We could all sleep wherever we need at night, but we prefer having usable space during the day. Drop down bed and a fixed bed at the back, and that's why I'm not as keen on this one. It's also 130 euros.
137,000 euros.
137,000. I forgot the thousand. I would say this is probably a great vehicle if you're travelling occasionally with grandchildren. You've got a living room, a fixed bed, that'd be great. Drop down the bed for the kids. But if you're travelling as a family, 2 living spaces is probably more preferable, or that's what I think.
That's our preference.
That's
anyway.
our preference, yeah. Now, Carthago don't actually have a 5-bed, 5-belt van here, but it is possible to have a special order and have one made to your requirements. They start at about 130,000 euros, and it's part of the Chic C line options. Gosh, we were getting confused. We were getting conflicting information from different people, but we have found the head of sales for Malibu. And his vehicles are the same across Malibu and Carthago. That 5th seatbelt is an option on most of them. Hall 15 is all about camper vans, so we're not likely to find what we're looking for here. However, this cargo clip system has completely caught our attention. It's got a really clever pop-up top, and everything hooks on with cargo clips. Everything in here is modular, so it can all come out and be an empty van again.
Love the graphics on this one.
Hall 14 is where we get to spend some money, maybe. We're in the accessories and upgrades area.
Okay, I know we've been bottoming out the tow bar a lot, and I know a lot of you have said about getting the airbags. I was going to go with the hydraulic legs, but since we've been out here and we've been bottoming out the tow bar quite a bit, I'm thinking maybe now the airbags are a better option. So let's see when I get back.
Why are they a better option, Steve? Because I don't understand.
Well, we'll be able to raise the rear so the tow bar doesn't bottom out as much. And not only that, I wanted to get the hydraulic legs because it will make the incline of levelling much, much more. But we've hardly had to level it much at all on the blocks, have we? So the airbags are probably going to be sufficient to level it just as much as we need.
We've had a lot of questions about what this is that's on our table. It's called a flyaway, and the kids took the mick out of me so much because I was in the range and saw it and was just besotted. It's been really good. This fan's dead funky as well. It folds and can also be hung up. I love Dutch people. I think they're my favourite Europeans. They're always super, super tall, really brilliant at all languages, especially English. This event isn't just for buying your brand new motorhomes and camper vans. You've also got lots of accessories on sale for self-build van builders. We've got tables, toilets and sock systems, heaters, diesel heaters, water filtration and boilers, and even these fancy, really comfy seats.
So this company is Mir, and it seems what they do is they'll build, 70% of the stuff they do is for Morello. This chassis behind me is going to be a Morello Palace. And they do lots and lots of options. This will be the water tanks here. You've got your gas tank right over here. And they even do an option for a motorbike to clip in there and slide into the garage.
These are very funky as solutions for your micro campers. You've got kitchen, sleeping options, they all go in and fit.
And it just slides in and out. I just love that.
Yeah, it's very clever. It's very cool, and it's a bit bigger than Sheila. It's time for lunch, and we've come into one of the canteens that they've got round, and we're going to have Thai bean curry. I blanched a little because it's like 14 euros each, but it's been cooked fresh, so...
Like a proper date.
It is.
Cheers.
Cheers. Gosh, this is lovely. Lunch with a view. We've got beautiful Thai green curry, a glass of wine, and the view of the toilets. I've had less than a glass of wine, so I'm going to assume it's the Thai curry that's making me feel a bit hot and bothered.
Right, come on, missus, we've got to finish this video.
I'm just responding to a couple of comments. Hall 13 is all about technology and components. Steve and I have just been chatting. Do you still use a satellite dish? We don't. Most of what we do is streamed through the internet, but I'm interested to know in the comments how many people still use theirs.
We're just YouTube and Netflix nowadays, aren't we? And
No, BBC iPlayer too.
and the odd iPlayer, right.
A lot of the channels have their own streaming services, so...
Yep, and we filled our roof with solar, no satellite on this one.
Yeah, it's not allowed a satellite, there's no room.
So what's your opinion, guys? Get in the comments.
That's very fancy, an electric bike lift.
And on the old camper, well, I had to lift them up real high. That would have come in handy. Guys, I walked past this stand and I recognised this fan straight away. We've seen, I think, Chrome, we've seen Trent and Alley, and we've seen Eamon and Beck with these fans. And I think even Max and Oki. So yes, if you recognise this, it's a Canadian company that makes them right here.
You might remember that we were on £1 Million Mega Motorhomes, the very first episode a couple of years ago. One of the things we saw on that show was a Cinderella toilet. Basically, it burns your waste. I won't use the other word. We've just we've just stumbled across it at the exhibition, and to install it into our van, it's going to be €4,000 plus installation.
We're not getting one. It's too
No,
expensive.
I think that will need to be on the £1 Million Mega Motorhome.
Our next motorhome.
Our next one. I'm going to let Steve tell you about this because it's very, very masculine.
Okay, behind me is the X Pro, and it's on an Iveco 4x4 chassis. Come and have a look. Okay, it's €275,000, but it does look something special. Nice rear lounge. The kitchen area. What do you think, my love?
Wow.
So this is the very first one. They're made in Poland, and they plan to make 200 of these over the next year.
I feel a long, long way up.
You are a long, long way up. It's quite a high vehicle, but yeah, it looks really something special, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I hope them the best of success with this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honey, this looks clever. Look at this, guys. How cool's that?
Hall 11 is a mix of motorhomes, caravans, pop-tops and fifth wheels. I love this little racing edition of a, what would you call it, a micro camper van type thing? Table disappears, you can wheel your bike in, and then you've got somewhere amazing to stay. Really, really cool. Mobile Veta are very similar to the French brands, the Rapido, the Carthago, the Malibu, in that you can have an extra belted seat put in, but there's no extra bed, unfortunately. You could get 3 sleeping across the big bed though, 3 little ones.
Okay, these are the levelling ramps that we use. Every year I have to get a new set because I split them, even though they're meant to hold up to 5 tonne. But this year Fiamma has come out with 2 new ones. So hopefully they'll be out at the NEC show in October. But again, they'll only hold 5 tonne.
We've just bumped into a really lovely lady from the Ukraine. She has a stand here. Normally her business is to rent out motorhomes for tours around Ukraine, but right now she is planning for a post-war future, and we really want to be part of that. We want to be able to support her, support Ukraine, and support her business going forwards.
So check them out, find them on Instagram, guys, and do whatever you can to support them when they come out of this war.
It's always really lovely to meet one of our partners, and we found Go Beanie and Flavie, who is amazing at so many languages.
That's so sweet. Lovely to meet you.
Favourite motorhome of the show?
This one.
Right, and it's got the right car in the back as well.
There are more expensive vehicles, not many, but there are more expensive. But this I thought was the most beautiful.
And how much was it?
1.7 million.
We can dream.
Yeah.
Well, that's been it, guys. Caravan Salon 2022 has been amazing.
It has been fantastic. We have absolutely walked our socks off for 2 solid days.
Right.
I think this is probably at least twice the size of the Birmingham event.
3 times the size, if you're asking me. It is massive, and we was kind of overwhelmed yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully we found you a few things to look out for in Birmingham. Unfortunately, I think we failed in our bid to find a van that we think is better than the one we've already got.
Our van is perfect for us, but there are plenty of other options out there, and I hope we've shown you some that's got at least 5 travelling seats and 5 beds. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next video.